And I think Asik Bayugo, madali lang para kay Asik Bayugo to eh. Mag-come up ng isang malaking organization, di ba? Dami natin malaking organization under DOH, di ba?
As I was saying earlier, and we cite in the Rule 11 that it was not a mandate in the past of the DOH, but it's by law is mandate given to the corporation. But I was saying, we are more than willing to assume that responsibility and that authority to organize, especially our healthcare providers, considering that the Department of Health is the one providing license or issuing licenses to these both government and private healthcare institutions, and will have the means and the capability to probably organize or look into this organization.
Thank you very much. Yes, Dr. Harry.
Actually, with regards to institution, there are only two institutions in the Philippines, the PHA and the PHAP. Right now, we already have a working agreement among ourselves. We'll just stress it out who will represent in the board. Medyo nag-agree na kami ni Dr. Jimenez. I'm taking upon on myself na what I say here now will be accepted by my president and our board. Now we can do it. We'll rotate the sitting in the board.
Thank you very much for that. No, pero knowing the culture of Filipinos, whoever loses in the election comes up with another organization. So we're trying to avoid that, and hopefully everybody is going to be recognized. But we must also acknowledge the fact that Dr. Jimenez and Dr. Hari is a mutant. You know, in that aspect of the bad culture of Filipinos. No? Thank you very much, and we really acknowledge that harmonious relationship with each other. But before we proceed, I would like to inform the Department of Health that the National Association of Healthcare Providers and Healthcare Institutions will still be form part and parcel of the Committee on Health in the House of Representatives, and maybe we can come up on a separate occasion. Maybe we can invite again the Department of Health together with the healthcare providers. This time, we will invite all the healthcare providers and inform them of this new or the invigorated reinvention of mega federation of all healthcare providers and of healthcare institution on a separate date, because we have to coincide this with the signing of this PhilHealth Pinoy Health Insurance. On that note, we will put that to rest. We will wait for the Department of Health. To come up with a version that will suit the two provisions in the amendment. And then before we proceed with coming up with the representative from the different provinces, the different chief executives, elected chief executives, we will hear the workers of the informal economy members.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Yung problema po na yun, nakakahawa talaga at talagang reality nito, because there are all other sectoral representatives in the PhilHealth. Yung iba po, karamihan dito sectoral reps, except the ex-officio. Bakit hindi sectoral reps, for example, comes now with the workers in the informal economy, formal labor, lahat yan, pare-parehas po yan ang problema. And I would like to share a best practice na lang with the NAPSI. I used to sit in the board representing the NAPSI as basic sectors. Pero maliwanag po yung process namin. Yung process namin is from the sectoral representatives na elected ng 14 kabatayang sektor ng NAPSI. Sila po ang nag-elect ng vice chair, and yun ang naging ex-officio uupo doon sa NAPSI basic sectors. So yung ibang sektor po, my experience sitting in the board in my turn as sectoral rep in NAPSI, ganun po talaga ang issues na naririnig ko outside. It's really the issue of who represents who. So I would likely propose na doon sa sectoral representation, except NAPSI, because it has its own clear process mandated by RA 8425, dapat po PhilHealth PhilHealth or DOH and the responsible organizations. Like for example, for the formal labor or FW, it could be DOLI that lead the selection, the proper selection process. Yung klaro po na selection process. Dapat yung sectoral rep ang pipili who should sit in the board so that they will be speaking really the issues of the sector. So yun po yung aking proposal for all the rest now sectoral
Yes.
reps.
Actually, maganda ho yan. No? Ang tanong ko lang ho, meron na tayong representative ng NAPSI. Vice chairperson pa for basic sector, no, of the NAPSI or his representative. Meron pa rin po tayong representative ng informal sector. Covered na yan sa NAPSI, supposed to be. Baka naman lahat na lang ng members ng society, mailagay natin dito. No, so, can we ask the wisdom of the PhilHealth if it is really necessary for all the sectors to be sub-specific, to be more specific than specific, no? Na makaupo dito as board.
Well, Mr. Chair, in addition to that, there are also other areas which we can actually look into, because aside from the sectoral representatives, there are also very specific representatives coming from Union of Local Authorities. There's also League of Provinces. Then there's also elected local chief executives, aside from the fact that there is also the secretary, of course, for the interior and local government. And for the other formal and informal and other sectoral representatives, there's also the representative for DOLE and DSW. So I think really the question is not only for specifics for the sectoral members, but also in all other representatives.
You are correct. No, we will go one by one to each of those sectors, because right now we just finished consolidating all the medical or the healthcare providers, the healthcare institutions. We have consolidated them already. We lumped them into one big group, institution and medical healthcare providers. We would also want to lump, because too many cooks spoil the broth. We might not be able to talk about constructive things when we invite all Filipinos in one room, no? So I would suggest we lump this different guys with one advocacy into one group. So let's say with regards to the informal or formal sector, we lump them as a representative of DOLE, because he is supposed to be the one looking after whether you are formal or informal, whether you are an executive or not an executive, working for a private institution or a public institution. With regards to the elected officials or the local government unit, maybe we can have one. The DILG would just have DILG can come up with a criteria, just like what the DOH is going to do, and get a representative of all these sectors. I don't know. DILG